Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to see about the types of fault in a power system. So normally a fault is majorly classified into two types. One is nothing but symmetrical fault and another one is nothing but unsymmetrical fault. So the symmetrical fault is nothing but a three-phase fault is called a symmetrical fault. So one is all the three phases are short circuited or all the three phases are open circuited. So these are called an symmetrical fault. And the unsymmetrical fault is nothing but out of three phases, any one phase which are connected with the ground, or it may be any two phases connected to ground, or the one phase to one phase. So it also comes under the unsymmetrical fault. And two phase open circuit or the unsymmetrical fault. Okay. So here symmetrical fault means all the three phases are short circuited or open circuited. But in unsymmetrical fault, any one line out of three phases, any one phase is cutted, it will be disconnected and it is touches the ground. So it is a single phase to earth fault. So it is maybe due to the failure of the insulation between the phase conductor and the earth, or due to the phase conductor breaking and falling to the ground. And the next one, two phase to ground. So here, out of any three phases, only the two phase will be disconnected or breaking the conductor and it will be falling on the ground. And the next one, phase to phase fault. So because of heavy storm, the one conductor it maybe touches the another conductor because of the sag occurrence in the line. So here a short circuit between the any two phase is nothing but line to line fault, or it may be called as phase to phase fault. And the next one, open circuit phases. So if any of the phases gets breaking, then it is called an open circuit phase. So, and the next one, winding. All the fault which are discussed like line to ground fault, double line to ground fault, and line to line fault and open circuit fault which are occurred in alternator, motor and transformer. But in addition to this, the one more fault is nothing but a winding fault. So which are occurring only in the machines. So because of the heat, the winding insulation gets melted, so it comes under the winding fault. So simultaneous fault. The simultaneous fault means simultaneously one or two fault is occurred. Two or more fault are occurred at simultaneously. So like line to ground fault and as well as line to line fault. So there are two or more types of fault which are occurred instantly, simultaneously. So this is called simultaneous fault. So these are the fault report. So in the overhead line, underground cable, transformer, generator, switchgear, CT, PT, relay, etc. So just we can see the percentage of fault. Here the majority of percentage of fault which are occurred only in the overhead lines is nearly 50%. So half of the fault which are occurred only in the overhead lines. And the next majority is on the transformer. It's on the switchgear. It's because of opening the circuit breaker, it gives the information by the relay. So, and CTPT relay control equipment. So, the major fault is on the transmission lines only. And if you go for the major transmission line, so it may be a line to ground fault or line to line fault, double line to ground fault or phase to phase fault. That is three phase fault, or it may be called as a symmetrical fault. So here the majority of fault which are occurred only line to ground fault. So the line to line accidentally because of heavy storm only it may be occurred only nearly 8%. And the double line will be grounded is very rare, only 5%. And all the three phases is short circuit is very too much rare. So the majority of fault is only a single line which are connected with ground. So this is the 80 or around 85%. And this is an assignment. Can you say the answer? There is a possible fault may occur on your transmission lines are number 1 three-phase fault, and number 2 double line to ground fault, and number 3 line to line fault, and number 4 single line to ground fault. So from the four options, just we can see the descending order of severity of the fault from the given. So which one? One to option A, option B, option C, and option C. So put your answer in the comment section. And these are the few text and reference books. Thank you.